Not now. And now we can play. Wait a second, this is the most up-to-date save file. Today, 8 AM. Today, 8:59. Please don't crash. It would be bad. I'm trying to think what I want to do, but I think I want to place that one station down, which is really, really tricky. I mean, it's not impossible, it's just very, very tricky. Okay, the game is loading. Yes, it is. Boring, 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 boring. Might as well check if there are any new mods. I know I did that already. But hey, you can do that again. But no, that would be a boring. Oh, there's some stuff. Okay, here we are. My focus has been somewhat slow. I redid this whole part over here. Mostly because I was sick. I mean, yeah, I had to build a bridge and not have it look completely stupid. It still looks stupid. I know what I'm gonna do there. I'm gonna to cacheate this a little bit. Maybe just make a bridge here. I don't know. Alternative is I'm going to build a fifth track and the middle one, or turn it in like a ballast track one. That could work as well. I'm not sure though. That's not the part that we hear though, because this is still all very rudimentary. I redid this part completely. I was really unhappy with the previous way the train track was flowing, because I was losing a lot of speed, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, the problem is I'm very unhappy with this part. I can either go down here and not reach on time. And you see it here basically where the old track is. This is what we would be achieving, and would be touching the ground about there. I mean, that could work, but the problem is I have to switch tracks a lot in order to make this workable. Maybe. It's all about switching the track though. And then we also have this part here, which I'm also not so sure about. I mean, that part looks okay. And I want to maybe build a big station here. That also is still up to debate. Nothing is fixed in that area. Other than that, it's been a terrible week. Like I said, I was sick. Lots of lying in bed, doing very little work. And it didn't save my work over here. Did it just load the right save file? Or did I misclick? Because I know I did more work than this. Like all of this I basically built out. I mean, I know that Windows forced an update, which pissed the living fuck out of me, but I wasn't that much worried about it because I had autosave enabled. But now that I come back in and I see that fuck all had been done here, I'm kinda confused. because there should be stuff being done there. Maybe I'm not in the wrong save file. Not sure about it. What a stinker. An absolute fucking stinker. Yeah, that would be worse thing if one of the set would have been deleted, because I did actually put a lot of work into that. Maybe I'm just confused. Nope, this is definitely not the part where I stopped. Okay. I mean, I'm not wrong. 1:82 AM. Maybe this is PM? Oh yes, this is from last night. I made a manual save. Oh, lucky me. I don't get it though. Why did it not make autosaves? Huh. Oh. Because I saved the game, and when I save the game starts in your autosave file. Oh, bloody hell. I was worried there. It's all good. But at the same time, we do not have to watch this again. Just going to crash the game. And then we started. That was silly. I mean, it still is silly. But now at least I get what I did wrong. Is the game showing up? Nope. That's exactly what I was right about. Like, Transportfever doesn't like OBS very much. It works, but it doesn't like it. Okay, there we go. Now I can load again. That was silly. I was seriously worried that the game didn't autosave and that forced update actually got rid of all of it. But there you go. Today, 8:59 AM. That's PM. 11. And this is weirdly formatted here. But this seems to be the most up-to-date one. But 12 AM today I stopped. The final load and we can finally start playing. Unbelievable. There was a lot of wasted time for nothing. But at the same time I never had a problem really. This is what you do if you manual save, then the game starts a new autosave roll. Which I should actually clean up, because if you believe it or not, but the autosaves for Transportfever are gigantic. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like 50 gigabytes of saves right now on my hardware drive, which is limited because SSD problems. I mean, without an SSD, this load time would be fucking horrific. I can only imagine. There we are. This is the part I stopped. And I kinda wanna leave. I mean, it's a lot of work just to get this part done here, basically. I mean, it looks okay now that it's somewhat finished, but just the beginning. Say, but here I'm already decide how I'm going to design that town, but if I already decide, I don't have to worry about it that much, because I'm more worried about the places I don't have an idea how to design it. same part here. I have to get the vote under the way vote. And at the same time build the other vote down there. Also this part here, I'm not sure about how I'm going to connect this. This would be a connection directly, I guess, and then we would need a connection from here to that part, which would look awkward. We could do it. But honestly, I'm thinking about deleting that part completely and instead having it the old way. The old way is up here. And the good part about the old way is then I can use the track line and put it all the way I want there, and then have it go down and snake down here again. Or have it snake down here and then connect. It comes down to the question, which line do I want to connect which way? And from Berna we can go directly through here, so there's no real reason to do it the other way. Which I think is slower actually than going that way, and then nah, right or right, we don't need that actually. So there's no need for a connection between that line and that line. We have to connect that line to that line. So it's fine if we go like straight down. That's good. No, what's not good though is that that part of the track has been deleted. Okay, let's delete the proper then. So yeah, I want to finish this town finally, because I feel like this is like a part that I finally have an idea how I want to build it. And number one, there's more down there. What's the speed limit? 120. So that part. Oh, and I built that tunnel. I mean, that tunnel is from Transportfever. It works in Transportfever, and it's nice to have more variety of tunnels. But at the same time, I'm super duper worried that this is going to break my game. I mean, this is a great looking tunnel. The only problem is it's black, but this is a leftover from Transportfever where they thought it wasn't necessary to have a look through the tunnel. I mean, there are many other tunnels that have that issue as well. Like, new tunnels are obviously better from the game, but I am not so sure. I just realized this is not straight 100%. What am I supposed to do there? I mean, like I said, I like that tunnel a lot. It looks so good. I'm so torn. Like, I'm super torn if I should leave that tunnel in. Because again, it looks super duper good. It's just great looking. It's exactly what a tunnel should look like. And there's another problem, there's a road tunnel in that package included, but if you try to use the road tunnel, it's going to crash your game. That's not nice. So yeah, there are some issues basically. What am I doing? Any other parts that I forgot to mention what I did? No, unfortunately not. It's just slow. There's nothing worse than being sick. It really isn't. Like, productivity drops to literally nothing. Oh, come on, game. This hideous glitch. Like I said, the tunnel is the biggest thing that I'm undecided about. Go. But yeah, next week I really want to put some effort in Transportfever, like early stream if I can, but yeah, I wanted to do that last week's as well, but then got super duper ill. So yeah, I have like a really good work schedule basically. Do as much work as I possibly can, and all will be fine. Okay. Like the only thing I'm worried about is how I'm going to do that line here. Could go the long way around, or we can go this way around. How much height are we going to lose? We're going to lose that much height. That's not a lot of height. Okay, that's decided going left. Not quite. Around here. Okay. And we can get about what speed? 70. 70 is fine. Could do better though. I'm not going that sharply into the mountain. So about here, that would be perfect. And it's actually not perfect. Actually, it's fine. I was confused. So there we go. That's that part done. So basically what I also decided to do was doing much more terraforming. I mean, if you use the maximum sloping and stuff like that and try to build as most aggressively as you possibly can, you can fit the lines into current infrastructure. But the moment the map generation made some extremely steep places where there really shouldn't be extremely steep places. And I feel like it's much more smarter to actually use the possibilities in real life that you would use as well. And people use a lot of terraforming now to get what they want. I mean, this part, for example, here was completely different when I started the map, you know. I could have squeezed in a town maybe there and some other stuff, but it would have been terrible, you know. It would have been compressing a lot of the stuff. And humans don't like to compress. Okay, that's that. We have to get down to this level. Next problem is the height. What height? 103, and I think this is at 103 as well. And this is what I use as the height. But I do think I will change that and make it lower to like 102. We see. It depends basically on the track that I'm going to lay here. Which is actually going to include the way I'm going to connect this. Which is the next difficulty. What speed do we have here? 100. That's actually perfect. We need to have 100 as the minimum. In order to have smooth operation. But I feel like this can be done a little bit better. So we're going down here, and then we need to make a bend in order to go down there. Okay. This stuff is really not that simple. Mainly because of this issue. And that issue. And that issue. Like, I'm trying to think about how to make this not look as bad. Because that bend is going to be really sharp. Just check it. Let's go European. Put like 70 slope. Yeah, you see, that's the problem. So if we're going to quickly delete that part because of unhappiness, this is what this would look like. Instead we could go like 5, I think. sure. I mean, the problem basically is I cannot. Well, maybe. Well, this would fit very nicely here. Okay, let's do it. I have to rework this whole part here, which. Ugh. Don't even get me started how bad this is. Not happy. I am not happy. But I feel like I should do it. We'll go for like a very low speed. Like as sharp of a corner I can possibly turn, you know. That's not the sharpest corner I can possibly turn. Oh, that's a start. I basically need to make sure that I keep this even, because I had to up the height a little bit for the road in order for the pillars not to look through the road. There we go. Okay, I can put it down there. Again, this is all not looking very nicely, but it's about getting this down to the same level as the other track. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I hate this so much. Can't tell you how fucking hate it. Yeah, this is not looking good. I basically have to think about how I did it in the beginning and have to get it perfect down. So this is going to end up with the other side, which it currently really doesn't. So it's much more in the mountain side. Let's say I want this. It also has to be even, as it's finicky. I wish I didn't have to delete this because I want to build a bridge like I did there, but then I realized it was going to be shit because we have a road up there as well, so it's much better to road right next to the bridge. What are you doing, game? There you go. Good job. And this might fit. Like I could be like super bitchy now here and really go over the board with the idea of doing this, but at the same time, is it worth it? Being super bitchy and trying to be perfectious. I mean, what I can see is that I think I didn't put it evenly. It's definitely not evenly, but at the same time from here it looks evenly because of the perspective, so. Ugh. So instead of doing it like that, I have to do it like this. Check. Fields. Looks good to my eye. Let's check. What are you doing, game? Please. I mean, that is so close, and I could go even further. You like Donald Trump. That has to be crisp. I like Comic Con. It's very entertaining. Like watching like a disaster movie and then munching popcorn right next to it. And I feel like this is exactly what America deserves. Because I'm not very fond of America. So I'm actually happy that I got Trump. God forbid I would have gotten something competent. That would be scary. Like someone actually evil and competent, you know, like Nixon, for example. Nixon was very competent when it came to being evil. Trump is just a goof. Like when people say that he literally won because he didn't even expect to win, I 100% believe that. Because he really didn't expect to win, you know. He was trolling, you know. He was literally just trying to piss people off. So that's the most I can do. Yeah, that's a problem I was afraid of, that this is going to look like that. But at the same time, maybe this is fine. I mean, it all comes down to when can I get the bridge going, and is this enough in order to get the... Wait a second, I want to test that actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, I don't think Trump is a danger to world peace or anything like that. Because again, Trump is incompetent. Bush, on the other hand, was very dangerous. I mean, that's just a huge difference between Trump and Bush. Thought so. It comes down to the bridge, maybe. Nope. Yeah, that's like, unfortunately my fear come true that this is not going to fit down here. Why am I not fond of America? Crazy people. Lots of crazy people. Like you have Muslim countries with lots of crazy Muslims in it, which are owned by backbots and constantly say we are a Muslim nation, an Islamic nation, under God, and America is kind of the counterpart to that. We are a nation under God. And that leads to a lot of retardedness. Like, a lot of it. How am I going to get that fucking bridge over there? Like the street, that's the problem. How am I going to get the fucking street down there? Huh. Blimey. Huh. Equation numero uno. I'm going to leave that straight out and go straight over it. And then I can put a cube down there, maybe? Huh. Yeah, I fucked myself a little bit here. Because I didn't leave enough space. Like, I feel like this is like, what? 6 meters? Yeah, this is too little. Like, it's 3 and 2 and then 9. That's too little. I don't even think why I thought there was going to be a street fitting down there. I mean, in real life it worked 100% fine. 6 meters, you know, 2 meter thickness of the bridge, and then you have 4 meters for the shit to drive under it. That's enough. But this is not real life, so won't. GTA 4 sucks. That game is so badly ported that it made it possible for people to cheat. And that's just a mind-blowingly bad experience. controls. The optimization. Oh, it was just so bad. It was like a power glove. What kind of badness? Which means it's shite. Like, I don't even know what they were thinking when they were porting this shit. I mean, GTA 5 is definitely better, but it still has a lot of issues. Like, performance-wise it's good, but I think it's just a curse, basically, that they suffer, you know. They just can't do it. Like, whenever they get close to doing it, they struggle. I feel like this is like a problem that many companies have when they are porting games. They struggle. Like, a list of good game ports is not as long as the list of bad game ports. Well, I guess the same is true for bad games as well, you know. It's the same thing that goes in the bad games, the same thing happens for bad ports, you know. It's identical. You made a complete turn on your GTA 4 position. What happened? Never. I mean, I still think that guy is cheating, definitely. The problem is proving it, you know. You have to basically 100% nail it. I do think that he most likely uses a 1.0 patch version of the game he had on the computer installed, and then he weirdly merged them together with the 15 years patch, basically, and that 100% screwed over the game and made some weird stuff happening, you know. Gave him more fluent, I wouldn't say performance, but basically controls in a weird way, you know. Like, how can I tell you that? It's very difficult to explain, but I think when you play GTA 4, the main issue that game has is it has controller lag. It's like there's a very small, tiny bit difference between when it actually takes your input and when it actually uses your input. And that small difference makes the cars feel also much more sluggish than they really have to. And it's also an issue why the aiming is so bad. Like, on 2 axes it doesn't even work properly and it's completely checked, you know. That's basically the biggest proof I have that he is cheating, because he claims he doesn't have an issue with aiming, you know. Like, he cannot aim on this axis properly. It's going to go like it gets much worse when you up the sensitivity in the settings, you know. It gets even worse. And then it's basically aiming upwards, which is also very difficult. Like, the only reason why you can, for example, shoot Darton is like reliably is because he runs this way. This is the way he runs. So you have to aim upwards a little bit, and then you can adjust your aiming properly. So you aim up, and then you follow him, and then you aim down, and then you can shoot him. Otherwise, it would be completely lucky red shot if you're actually going to hit him or not. It's ridiculous. That's just one of the issues that it's just very obvious if you play the game. It's just so obvious, you know. It doesn't go away with it. So if you don't have it, you had to have done something to not have it. Do I think Kai is just better than you? I'm not saying that he's a bad player. I never said that. I just said he's a cheater. Point. I'm not saying, oh, I would have had world record if Kai would not be cheating. That's not ever what I said. I said it's not a fair competition, you know. Like, I cannot even compete. We are talking about 52-minute mark. Like, no one got a sub 50 Roman Solo, for example. I was very close to it. I got like a 50.09. And I'm like second place still in that area. That's the Roman Solo. What does he get for a Roman Solo? A sub 47 for him is easily possible. Sub 50 for him is a regular shit happening, you know. Like, even if I would grind the living fuck out of it, I would maybe get a sub 50 at the most. And that would be with insane RNG and everything perfect. And just one part of the game where he has this insane advantage where he really has to off-serve, this just cannot be. Like, when I look at Sleeping Dogs, for example, there's a player that is also very, very good. But when I look at my time and I stopped playing that game, I had like a 334 was it, yes. And the world record was like a 327, you know. It was much, much closer when it came down to it. And I had such sloppy runs, you know. Like, I could easily sweat out with another 5 minutes, and 2 minutes is then RNG stuff, you know. Just getting the game down to perfection. I could have done it if I would not have gotten frustrated with the other game as well. And just dumped speedrunning in a hole, you know. I want to get that world record in Sleeping Dogs. And the other runner is also a great runner, you know. He put a lot of effort, a lot of time into it, you know. First guy who ever won Speeding Dog, so he did a very good job on it. But that's not the point, you know. It's about having a fair competition, and Kyle is not a fair competition. It's very, very unfair. You're going to notice that if you won the game yourself, you know. There's a lot of people perspective, man. Yeah, people that have no fucking clue, you know. Like you cannot talk after someone else's mouth. Basically, you're just taking another person's perspective, and only their person's perspective. You have to basically take into account everyone's perspective, not just fanboying and people that are trying to protect their hobby, you know. And like I said, there are many other games that are cheated, you know. Like it's very easy. It's an honor system. It's literally an honor system, and this is something that at least some people are able to acknowledge, that it's an honor system, nothing else. There's nothing keeping you from cheating, really. Like, the protections that are there are minimal. Moderators don't really moderate their games, they don't really watch the runs very closely, you know. Like, you have to make a very bad cheat in order for it to be noticed. If you make a good cheat, if you make a very well cheated run, no one's ever going to be able to prove it, because you can just game, I'm just better than you, I'm good. You just suck, you're not as good of a gamer as I am. And that's the ultimate excuse for you not able to get along with this. And this is why I say you need to be hypercritical instead of just, you know, taking perspectives. Because if a dude that had played that game for 2,000 hours, speedrunning it, constantly trying to gain time on the first place and just not being able to, hitting his, what would you say? Hitting his ability, you know, like hitting the point where he really cannot improve anymore without miracle, you know, and that miracle is not going to happen, you know. When I noticed, okay, this is what I can do, and I don't think anyone else could do really that much better than I am. Maybe a minute, that's the maximum I can see, you know. Like if you have done so many attempts, then you really notice the difference, and you really notice a pattern, you know. And that 930 Roman Sour bullshit is also very equal, you know. I had like a 933, and then he cheated and decided to take like a 942, and then it's like, look at Elias doing all these mistakes. Yeah, well, you fucker, I had one that was 10 seconds better. Why did you take this bad one? But this is what he does, you know. He manipulates people, and he's successful with that because people are fanboys, and I get that. That's one thing that I do understand, that people are fanboys, you know. Like, I was a fanboy, I was very much a fanboy of Kyle. I would have never ever gotten on the idea that he was cheating. Like back in August, I was noticing that his game was somewhat running better than mine. I was like, I was buying a new PC, I was buying an SSD, I was buying a 100 € mouse. I was investing so much money in my PC and upgrading it just in order to make that difference go away, because I thought it had to be hardware-wise, you know. It 100% had to be hardware-wise. But it just doesn't. It just wasn't. It wasn't hardware-wise. And that's the thing that really dawned on me when in December I just played and played and played and I just couldn't get anything done. What do I think of the Jews meeting in America? Well, Americans think that killing children is fine. It's a worthy trade-off, you know. I think that children is a fine trade-off for the right of bearing guns, and with everyone having guns. That's what it comes down to. That's obviously very silly, but that's what I did. Okay, back to this place here. This is what I'm doing. How am I going to do this? I still have no idea. How am I going to fucking do this? Fuck me. This is really fucking frustrating. Because I really didn't plan for this. This is my fault. This is why in your head you have to have a plan laid out. And in this case I didn't. I mean I did, but it's a bad plan. When I think about how much of a fanboy I was of Kyle, like I said, if it would have been the other way around, I would have never started speedrunning. I would be shit-canning the guy who would say Kyle is cheating. What are you saying, Kyle cheating? You're crazy, he's just a great, good gamer. You just have to get good. I would say that too. Of course I would. So again, I'm not better than anyone else. At least as a human being. I don't think so. But there's a difference between just defending someone and then being a really, really big shit stain. And that was really, really ugly. Like, it got insanely ugly. No, no, no. Me no gusta. Ah, fuck me. How am I going to do this? I think I have to go the way I was going was correct. Delete the part that I didn't want to delete. I think the way I was going was actually fine. I just have to basically make sure that I then make the cut right at the sharpest corner. Which means the way that I had in mind about doing it like this was actually also somewhat fine. I just have to cache this basically, like make it not obvious that this is here. Twitch is shit. I mean, they finally upped their game, I think, and banned the movie streamers. That's an improvement. It's still White West though. And that party is going to end eventually. But like I said, I have no interest in Twitch. And that looks bad. Need to change it a little bit. I would something like that, and then that. Looks bad. I feel like bloody dogs all right now. What is the good called? Siegmeier. Sitting there going, this door won't march. Like literally sitting here in front of the party set fortress and not knowing how to get it open. And then just, waiting for someone to solve the problem. Yeah, the only thing I know that I changed the rules like last week ago that you apparently have to use stuff that you would wear in a mall. Obviously, it's again, you think that the problem about rules in Twitch is that it's very, very broad. It's never something precise, you know. It doesn't say, okay, you cannot basically wear stuff that is just meant to be sexually suggestive, you know. We both know what it is, you know. Big ass fucking cleavage and so on and so forth, you know. It's very easy stuff to ban this stuff, but it doesn't get banned because of the simple reality why loot boxes aren't banned. Because Twitch profits from it. Why would they shoot in themselves in their own foot? They're not. Like, if you're going to see how much money these cam streamers make, so to say, you know, it's a lot. It's not even the problem of the women themselves, you know. Like, most of them are just very, very stupid. Like, intellectually not exactly the most intelligent women. They just like to wear clandestine stuff, you know. They like to look like whores because they are somewhat are. And that's okay, you know. I have no problem with women doing that. It's their bloody body. They can be as retarded as they want. They can look as shitty as they want. It's not my problem. It's not my issue. The problem is this is a website for where most are children. That's pretty much what it is. Like, most are children. You cannot change the reality. Like I said, people should be going after Twitch if they have a problem with these kind of streamers, not after the streamers themselves. But the problem again is that Twitch doesn't care. Because they make money. And money overrules all kind of morality decisions on areas like these, you know. And that has happened so often. But this is gigantic. And same thing with loot boxes. Why are loot boxes not banned? Because they make a lot of money. They make gigantic amount of money. Like, if you were to be a game executive, you wouldn't do it neither. Like, I can cache this somewhat here. It's not looking great, but I can put some blocks in front of it and not have it look shit. Like complete shit. I haven't changed my opinion on that, so yes. Besides, a feminist is everyone who is for equal rights and stuff like that. So the question is more, are you an anti-feminist? Because that would be much more troubling. Because feminism means nothing else. It means for equality. It doesn't have to mean that you're a batshit crazy feminist that hates all the men. Obviously, it can mean that, but it's the same thing with black whites, for example. You know, some people are like Malcolm X, you know, who want to kill all the whiteys. Doesn't make it any worse that you shouldn't be for equal rights for black people and stuff like that, just because you have people that want to kill whitey. Kinda hard. Why I don't understand why people don't get that. Like, I think they don't want to get it. They just want to have an excuse why they can pretend they don't have to. They don't want to be for something. But again, it's just not being honest, which is the problem. Do you want to hate women? Okay, just be open about it. But hiding behind, oh no, feminism is cancer. All these women, they hate the men. It's just as bad as the feminist that says, oh, all the men hate the women. It's funny though. It's very entertaining. But about the social justice war, it's just a buzzword. It means nothing. If you're a social justice war, if you're against bullying, if you're against discrimination, if you're against sexual harassment, that kind of stuff, then oh yes, I am one. But it just tells you how much this word has lost any meaning whatsoever. It just has no meaning anymore. Like, there are people, like, many people now say they are proudly social justice warriors. It's kind of funny as well, but it pretty much tells you what it means, you know. If a person is a social justice warrior who's proud of it, it means something completely different than the person who uses to mock the other person, you know? Like, we have in Germany a word that's called Gutmensch, you know? It's pretty much the same thing in a very different variation. Something that very conservative, right-wing people use, and they basically mean you're a good person. That's what Gutmensch means. And they use it as an insult. They say, oh yeah, you're such a good person because you're like for taking in refugees, for helping the needy, and all this good stuff, you know. And they feel it as it is something bad, you know. Like, you know, they use it to mock someone, you know. It's kind of really weird how that even works. Like, that just basically tells you how miserable and how egotistical these people have to be in order to think that calling someone a good mensch is actually an attack. Instead, what is so bad about being a good person? And then people say, yeah, you're just naive, you're just going to get all these people in and they're just going to overrun us with all their babies and stuff like that. And oh my fucking god. Like, this is like literally fucking Rome 300 after Christ, you know? People going like, oh, the barbarians, the German, the Germans are coming in, you know, running from the Huns, running for their lives, and they're going to steal our culture, and all their babies are going to overrun them. And the funny part is Rome actually fell because they didn't integrate the barbarians, so to say, you know, like the other neighbors that all came into the country, and instead they denied the citizenship rights, they cheated on them, you know, like stuff like that, you know, like they tried to make them second-class citizens, and that basically caused a rebellion, you know. Because if you believe it or not, but all the barbarians invading Rome actually wanted to be in Rome and wanted to be Roman citizens. And that concept really didn't go well with the people in power. It really confused them. Who do you think is like a good noticeable person in the world? Well, not me. How much is for sure? Lots of good people. Bill Gates, for example. You could be literally motherfucking Elon Musk, but he's not motherfucking Elon Musk. And I rate it very highly. Because if you think about it, most billionaires, I have read a lot because I don't have to. Most billionaires are like Trump, you know. Because they, like nowadays, most millionaires actually are not in safe money anymore. It's another myth, an American myth at the same time. This is again what basically makes this country work, you know. Like the dream, oh, you can make it, so you can like a shitty job. Doesn't matter. Okay, the problem I have right now here is that this looks somewhat okay, but the issue is it's not going to be fine because there's going to be the road issue. I cannot route the road on top of the line here. What am I going to do about that? Huh. Fuck me. This is so terrible. I think good is who doesn't brag. You don't have to brag all the time about how much good you are. You know, just be. Oh my god. It's working. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yeah, this is working. I guess the problem is down here now. Because we're going to have this stuff here looking out, you know. It's not going to look pretty. Okay, here's an idea. Delete what I just did because it's obviously worth it. Up to this place. And then let's click through what else we can use. We could use the bridgehead, which we're already losing up there though, so I don't know how that's going to look. Wrong ones. One. It would work with the like this would work very well if this is what we're going to be doing. At the same time it's going to look out here and it's going to look actually not that bad. It's going to look like having a little bit of bridge stuff down there. I don't know. That would be one way to do it. Honestly, it might be even the best way to do it. And we could always build the road down there then and then patch it out, you know. Yeah, I like it. This is a much better solution. PS4 and Xbox One. Nothing. I don't own one. I don't play one. Only thing I now currently notice is that the PS4 store is like fucking shite. It's hilarious. Eye of the Black Tiger and stuff like that. It's really cringe inducing. And you have to wonder yourself, how are these games getting greenlit, you know? How are they making it onto the PlayStation store? It's mind boggling. That's the only thing I really know about it though. Like I said, I don't have these systems. So I'm not going to diss them. Okay. I'm cutting somewhere. Magic. Nothing. So. Is it just me, or is this vote a little bit smaller than the other one? Huh. Like, it looks bigger when you drag it like that, but at the same time I feel like it builds less stuff on the side of it. Okay, that's an easy way to test this. One here. That would suck, man, because I would have to redo all the routing that I did. Okay, this is on. And then if you put 2, then you have basically the outer limit of the route. Come on. There we go. So this is basically the place here that is left. Oh, my fucking voice. I think I know you're blind and trolling me that much that, you know, and they're getting to talk me more and then getting me back to back for next week. That is much, much closer. The problem is, how are you going to measure that? Nah, come on. You know what? It's gonna be like that. So, it's about the second one. It's touching barely. And here we have... Yeah, it's minimal amount of more space. And that is really the slim country road. Huh. Blimey, I never noticed that. That this road is overall smaller than that road. Why is that? I mean, I think it's because this road here has actually a path for the people to walk on. And this road might not have a passenger path. Maybe? Never noticed that. Okay, this sucks, because it means I have to redo all of this road here. Because honestly, the other road is just better. Flat out. I mean, it's a medium type of sucking. It's not completely terrible, but it sucks. That is a huge difference, though. Next question, which word to use? Yeah, not quite. Close but no cigar. That's what it would look like. Okay. Saving. This is again not quite even. I'm never a perfectionist when it comes to shit like that. Okay, that might be the best one, because it's not 100% in, and at the same time... Okay, let's try this. Yeah, I like that. Huh. The bigger road actually uses less space. Blimey. I mean, now that I think about it, it does make sense, but I don't know why I noticed that not any earlier. Oh well, it comes. This is the spot we want to go. And down it goes straight. And then we can build this. And finally, 1, 2. I'm thinking about evening this part out a little bit because we need to have a road access road down there. Also, this bit has to go. This is just not fitting very well. It's way too cramped. I mean, this can happen in real life, but at the same time, I really dislike this look of it. So, yeah, I want to even this out a little bit prettier, but this is like, I feel like the last part when I have to terraform. I mean, it has so many changes, it's ridiculous. But this is like kinda how it happens. You start a project and you suck, but then you get better at planning and building and making your life look better. The most cancelled community today. That's a good question. The NIA. That's a good one, yeah. I'm going with that. Yeah, access route. I think I can build the access route here. I mean, I really like how this idea that I had is actually coming along, you know. Slowly the building is showing itself. The idea is coming alive. Okay, this has to go. There we go. Okay, I think for now I will leave the bridge as it is. I wish I could start a little bit earlier though. I don't know. Yeah, actually I would like to start it a little bit earlier. At first, let's make this even. I mean, this is going to be a connector basically to. So it's going to look like this basically. Once it's done, you have the bridge going over the river. And this is the connector to that road. Which can like connect, I don't know. I mean, alternative would be trying to put the downforce here a little bit further inside. The NRA, National Rifleman Association. Like there's one more part I could try out. It's called Mauerwerk. Bridge 5 Excel. That's what it would look like. Like that. I think I like that one even better. I think because the problem right now is, you see it already here, is that this shit is looking through the ground. Were you ever in the Call of Duty? Nope. I mean, Modern Warfare 1 and 2 had great single player campaigns for the time. It was an enjoyable game because of that reason. But... and again, deleting something I just built. Great. But in general, no. For my cup of tea. Like everyone agrees that it's always this kind of shit. It's just a mindless cash grab nowadays. Which texture? I like the sandstone one. Or we could go like beton. It would look like this. Oh. Like that. Like I wanna maybe go for the Quaya one. I wish there was like a perfect match here. That would be fucking dope. Yeah, but I don't think it exists. That would be the best, I guess. Somewhat grayish, quartz-like. I don't know. I'm just going to quickly put these down and test something. The problem again is it doesn't look pretty in the corners, but at the end what does even look pretty at the corners? It's just such a steep angle that you really do have an issue. I do agree that GTA 4 is one of the best games of all time. The best. I mean, first of all, there's the future. You never know what that holds. Ooh, baby, no, this is not good. Oh, is this even? Yeah, this is even. It's just like crack. Which looks like shite. Okay, the good thing is this is not texture flickering like other things if you overlay them. Normally they would texture flicker, but this doesn't, which is good. Okay, so now we have the bridge building one. Where's that? I think it's down there. No, it's up there. There we go. And basically I wanna get the... yeah, there we go. A and B. Metallic. Metal. What would you do if you really liked someone but they were already in a relationship? Nothing. That's the kind of stuff you don't even shouldn't focus on. Simple as that. If you don't want to land in the friend zone, don't be friends with someone who has a boyfriend of the opposite gender. Simple as that. If you know them for a very long time, then you can go without being in a relationship a little bit longer. So like relationships are eternal. It's like a non-question, you know. The problem is not what you should do, the question is more what you shouldn't do. Concrete. Okay, ground height. Let's go like -5 and then like 4. It's still too low. Oh no, that's a meter. It's too low. 6. 5. Perfection. Distance from track center B. Oh, I'm such a genius. If I may say so. You think should be legal? Yeah. That's an easy question. Duh. But like most things, conservatives don't like it, which is why we don't have it in Germany. Hey, just the auto. Like medicinal marijuana has been mostly legalized. It's still an issue about getting it paid. Because right now you have to pay it out of your pocket. So the legal weed is very expensive. When thinking about this, maybe I will actually make this a little bit more pretty by putting a little bit of a stone plate up on top of it. Because while the beton texture is somewhat fine for down there, I feel like I should maybe hide it a little bit better. Not sure though. Out of interest, what this is going to look down there. Oh, this is perfect. It's a very nice fit. Do you know Bernie Sanders is fucking terrible. I do think that he literally cost Hillary Clinton the election. Because you've had all these weed bros, which are like young people that are somewhat white. They are pissed that they have to pay for college, but at the same time they're not exactly 100% socially progressive, you know? So someone like Hillary Clinton would stink for them, even though Hillary Clinton actually wanted to help people that go to college and so on and so forth. But like Bernie Sanders people had an even bigger hatred for him, or let's say the same amount of hatred for Hillary Clinton as Trump supporters had, and that's kind of insane. So the plan of Trump of going like, oh, you should vote for me, and that actually somewhat worked because there were literally Sanders supporters that were so retarded in their hatred of Hillary Clinton that they rather supported Trump than actually supporting Clinton. I mean, it's kind of the same level why some people actually voted for Hillary Clinton didn't vote for her just because of pettiness, you know? Like she is like what were they saying? Like she is like a what is it called? A very specific word for it. What they call it? She is like she's like an elite person, you know, like she's political elite, you know, like she's part of the swamp, and then they say like, but look at Trump. Trump is literally a billionaire that literally cuddles with every politician since ever, you know, like he's super slimy, you know. He lives from lobbying other people, you know. He's constantly paying Republican support. You're like, he's super slimy. He's even more slimy, much more slimy than Hillary Clinton, you know. Has largely only been a politician in her life, you know. It's a huge difference, but yeah, they were equating her basically there. It's kind of funny how you painted Hillary Clinton worse than she actually was, and Bernie Sanders supporters happy with that. They were very bitter that they lost the primary. I still think it was super 100% rigged and Bernie Sanders should have won, but nah, not really. But I do think that Bernie Sanders did a lot of harm, and that's kind of the reason why we have Trump. It's kind of funny though, like I said, America deserves it. I'm not going to sit here and cry about how the Republicans stole the election. Somewhat they did, but at the same time, come on, if you can steal an election this simply, then it should have been stolen in the first place, because this is not how a democracy works, a functioning one, you know. Like even the last election of Germany, which was extremely ugly compared to other elections because of all the right-wing shit slowly dripping into mainstream politicians. But at the same time, it still, like how to explain it, it still was okay. Because the special needs of right-wing activism that happens on Facebook and Twitter and so on and so forth, like that was already in place for a long time, and the effect it had wasn't much further than on the level of it already had, you know. Like the people that were on the conspiracy right-wing sides, you know, against the refugees and all this stuff, they were already going to vote for the AfD. So their astroturfing basically didn't sway any other votes into their favor. That's what I'm getting at. Okay, so we're going to have the vote go all the way down here and then slap it up there. Like this is still a big mess. I have to delete so much here. I'll just tell you how to feel this delay railway line, which is not too steep, but actually reaches its target on time without taking 300 loops. So yeah, I think I will leave that on current level. Okie dokie. But yeah, like I said, America got what it deserved. It's not the president it deserves, but it's the president it needs, and not the other way around. So it got the president it needs, not what it deserves, something like that. Oh man, too funny. I'm still loving my boards after. It basically cemented the split in the American population, you know. Which has already been there, you know, like the two-party system is very much a representation of the population, which I guess is the only good thing about the American democracy. Would you date a trans woman? I wouldn't give a fuck. Like literally. See, I feel like you just next to people at all. Like, would you date someone who's blind? Would you date someone who has no limbs? Would you date someone blah, 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 like someone with a disfigurement, you know? Like someone who has lost his penis in an accident? Would you date someone like that, you know? It really doesn't fucking matter in the end. Because what depends when you're dating someone is really, are you in love with them, you know? Like, are you physically attracted to them and that kind of stuff, you know? That kind of stuff is much more important than this kind of shit, you know. Like if you're talking about one night stands, you know, like all the people that basically want to have one night stand want to have them with the top model, you know. But at the same time, beggars cannot be choosers. Like you wouldn't want to be excluded because, like, I don't know, people think you're ugly or you're nerdy or whatever the fuck. So why the fuck would you exclude someone because she's a trans person or trans man or whatever the fuck? Like people like that already have it bad enough, I feel like. How many fan years do you think there are? There are twos. Sexes is a completely different question. There are many sexes. Like, I get where you're coming from, basically. Like, you have to be very, very young for asking these questions. Because these are kind of the hot questions right now, you know? Just assume my gender. Yeah, that kind of garbage. I get why it exists, but at the same time it's so insulting to people that actually do struggle. Like I said, most trans people are actually very, very calm people. They're not that obnoxious as the people that you actually see in public. Like, very loud in public, you know? Like the Tumblr-wieners that say they identify as a man and at the same time as a woman and blah 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 blah, make stuff much more complicated than it really has to be, you know? And say like, oh, we have to be post-gender stuff and stuff like that, you know? Like, at the same time it really doesn't matter, you know? Like, this is not a hill worth dying on, but at the same time it was a hill that people died on, and it really didn't help. Because if you explain something to people that are already phobic, that are already very critical of you, you have to be extremely careful of getting your points across, you know? Like, you cannot go in and demand something. It's something I noticed. And that's just for me as a disability activist somewhat, you know? Like, if you say something that for you is 100% acceptable and 100% needed, and it really should be like this, and you go in, you say, this has to be, you know, this is a human right, like, this should really be a basic right, you know? But at the same time, the people that are currently in place that make discrimination happen or are against this kind of stuff, they don't even notice it as such. And if you attack them, they immediately take it as an attack and they're going to get defensive. And if they get defensive, they're going to get nasty. And if they get nasty, shit goes even worse, you know? That's kind of the thing that the LGBT community lately really sucks at. It's at communicating with other people. It's trying to close the gap, you know? It's like they basically try to have two groups, you know, like either you're with us or you're against us, and there's nothing in between. And then you have the other people that are against trans persons that are just the same, you know. They're with them or they're against them, but there's literally nothing in between. And it's insanely ugly. It's insanely ugly. It's a real shame. What can you do? Where the fuck was that part again? No. Oh, it was B. There we go. I have to only find it again. 1, 2, 3. Let's use that one. Too lazy to find it now. -5 plus 4 plus 4, I think. Yeah. And B. Basically, combination is a skill that many people do not have. And I feel like the opponents of trans people are actually screeching much harder. When it comes to autistic screaming, then people are against trans people are transphobic are much, much worse. Because in the end, what the Tumblr only wants is to be accepted. Of course, like, she's been obnoxious, but at the same time, kinda has a point, you know. If you just want to be who you really are, then why the fuck not? If it pretends that you... If it amounts to you wearing different clothes, wearing different gender, and fucking whatever you want, it really doesn't matter, you know. Like, people don't want to be ridiculed for it all the time, you know. Same thing with cross-dressers, for example, or, what's it called? Oh, fuck me. Can't remember the word right now, not even the German one. Okay, is there anything else I want to put there? Like, I would like to put something right next to it so it doesn't look completely shite. Long object. Metal. No. If we could put this blading up there, that would be one way to go. Now what could we reach? A, B, B, E. Oh, it's too much. Yeah. Could always use a different material, I guess. But I do not like the look of that. B. M. B. The boardwalk. A. Yeah, the problem with this mod is that it's really difficult to see what you're actually clicking. Like, there's no way of remembering all of this crap. Honestly, I think the easiest way would be to make this like a small bridge, I guess. Yeah, something like that. Obviously for the garbage color. C. So that's what that would look like. Yeah, I guess a D would be a little bit better. No, it's a little bit too much. I just realized something. I could slope something and have it look like ho ho ho. Okay, this is actually a good idea. There's a block. Yeah, they don't really exist in that one. Now like, there we go. XL M 5. Can you tilt it? Yes. 45. Getting somewhere. Height -5 +4 2 1. From drag center D. We. That's too much. 1. Second too much. Okay, this has to be lower. One. This is the issue right now. It's either too far or it's not far enough. What a shame. Special floor height. That's the maximum texture. 18 meters is a little bit too much. Huh. Can be still lower. I do notice a trend. If I go a little bit higher, then it goes a little bit up. So if we keep it at like D and then 1. Yeah, this is really frustrating getting this to fit. I like the idea though. Like it so much, I want to really get it work. Open Windfahrer can we actually do this in a good check. I don't think we currently actually can have an idea who's going to be president. I mean, it will be a democratic president, how much I'm very much assured of. This is so frustrating. It's either too far, it's too much, or it's not far enough. Oh, this is close. Okay. I think I'm getting it. Like 1 meter. No, we're gonna have the issue that it really does not fit once we get it done. Man, what a shame. This would have been so glorious. What other ones do we have? Left one, right one. 1 up, 1, 2. Portal. Yeah, this is a true shame. Okay, wait a second, I can fix this. I will get this done. Can't stand here. I'll accept this, but I'm going to turn the freaking frogs gay. 1, 2. And then we have to make it higher? Oh, that's the object long. I need dwarf. Yeah, that's the height. I don't give a fuck about that. Oh, maybe I do. Okay, I give a fuck about the height. I take it all back. It's not sensitive enough in order for this to work. And tilt is 45 and then 90. Yeah, I'm going to give up. The best thing I can do is really this. I mean, this is already a massive improvement, I feel like, because this really feels like this is where the waves are going to break, you know? It's an insanely great idea. If I ever were to come to America, well, one of those things I wanted to do, but currently have no interest in doing. I mean, one more thing I noticed is that this is not fitting quite as smoothly. Maybe this is a little bit better. 1, 2, yeah, take it back. Yeah, that sucks a little bit that it's not fitting very well. But at the same time, this one doesn't really have an issue with texture flickering. Oh, yeah, a little bit, I guess. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. Me and my loud mouth. But yeah, I'm in love with that idea. It's really amazing how much you can actually do if you put your mind to it. You can build some really unique things, yeah. I really feel like the next game is going to come after this is going to be glorious. Okay, this part is very ugly. Yeah, that's the only issue. I really dislike how this looks. It's just because of the corner and I have to do it this sharply. There's no other way. The one with 60 was much better. Huh. Now that I'm thinking about it, can I actually get a corner not as sharp? I don't know. I don't think I can really. Because I don't want to have like the tip be way too much, you know? That looks retarded. Would never happen in real life. I guess that's one or two good things that we got liberalized with all this idea of freedom shit. Which unfortunately also leads to many gun deaths, but at the same time it means that you can actually legalize weed much easier because you can appeal on personal freedoms, which makes the Republicans a little more smoochy. So we are done here. The seawall has been done. This was a lot of work, but it was worth it. Because now I'm happy. A little bit. Okay. Now the terraforming part. Think. And to lower this part. Looks like shite. What a surprise. Okay. And straight we go. I'm thinking. Like this part has to be even, I think. And it needs to be as much part as possible. So let me quickly this. And then let's do that. That's what it would look like. We can delete this part. This is not good. Yeah, now I'm thinking about which one is the best one. Which that is. You can have that. This. When your alternative is using a different bridge. This one. I feel like it has to be one of these because they're the best looking. I don't feel like I use a stone bridge. I don't want to have this look like of an ancient bridge. Like a little bit more modern. Oh, good God, no. This is also pretty bad. Yeah, it's definitely not a self-goal about deciding what bridge to take. Alternative would be, you know, something like that. This is the standard one. Ah, this one is actually pretty good. Now that I think about it. Like the idea that I currently have is basically putting manually the bridge then basically down there. So, and then put a hump in the middle of it. Number one. So what would this look like? This is a bridge collision. Okay. Maybe it's not long enough. Like this is a trick you can do in order to get the bridges you normally couldn't use. So you want to be able to use them. But this one doesn't want to be used. I mean, it is a really good rail bridge though, if you use the street bridge as a rail bridge. So, nope. That would be a no. Oh no, no, no. Alternative is this idea about using the rail bridge and then using the other bridge. The wooden one definitely not. Stone one also no. 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 You have this really fancy viaduct. Look how fancy it is. We have this one. It's an option. Also now that I see this, I'm thinking about upping the speed a little bit here. 87, 86, that is very, very slow. So get it all up to 100. But at the same time it would kinda destroy the synergy that I had built here. And we will have to redo all this road here and put the other road in, because it's better. It's just better looking. I don't have to build it as close as to the other bridge, which makes it even better. Yeah, this is the question that I'm having right now. Am I drop the speed from 86 to 100 or nope? I mean, I'm tempting to do nope. Okay. Which bridge to take? Decisions. I'm tending to this one. And all the alternatives are like me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sorry, I'm having an orgasm right now, but this might be a good decision I had right now. There's this new mod which is bloody amazing. It's amazing. The only issue with it is that it's not as pretty. But at the same time, like, this can be fixed eventually, sometime. Yeah, what I'm kidding about, I can fix it. Bob the Builder. Basically, the idea about that is have it go all the way up there, and then start the bridge with the really fancy viaduct one. I like that option a lot because it's just fancy. And something that's fancy is always a booming for the eye. Just look how good it looks. Oh my god. Oh! This is good. Okay, let's just... I mean, this is just a great idea. Sometimes you just have it on the first try. Yes. Yes. But yeah, this basically also means I can put the bridge all the way over here. Like, the only issue is we're going to have to make a hoop. Like, just to show you what I mean. About here. Pull it like that, and then another way. And have it go like up. It's just to get the, like, I have to start a little bit earlier, but I have to basically get the trains under it. That not the trains, what am I talking about? The boats. And one would be here, the other here. And the other one would start right there, I guess, as soon as I possibly can. Yeah, this is the issue. One still not quite enough to get yeah, this is an issue that I just discovered. It's not high enough. Okay. I'm gonna delete this. So I went from the beginning, from A to B. Okay, we can make it. Just barely. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this though. My mojo got destroyed. Basically the question is, how fast does it lose this? How quickly does it gain height that I'm worried about? I dislike steep bridges because they don't exist in real life. I mean, the only thing that I can think about is just say fuck it, we are not going to have any traffic of boats going down here. I mean, it's not steep actually, now that I check this. It looks very steep, but it actually isn't. Like, basically I want to avoid having it look like that. That looks like shite. And like this, it would be okay. Yeah, this is fine. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect for it to be good. There, I said it. Gotta have to lower my standards by a teeny tiny bit. I'm going to leave that part because that part is going to be extremely nasty. I'm going to have to sleep over it in order to really get my brain working on it. So what I'm going to do now is up it. Here's the automatic makers here. And let's get the space for the train station. Oh, please not have this a little bit. No, it's fine. Actually, like, it doesn't really matter because this is height what? This is 109. This is 103, so that's like 12 meters. So we can have like what? That would be 78. A little bit further, so 60 would be like this. And 60 would be like that. So what I'm currently checking basically is to make sure that I can get the train connection connected. So we can have it go like there, and then have various connection parts, and then connect it via that line. Okay, that would be 9. What height can we currently have here? That's 104. 104. Okay, we're getting there, so we put it down here. Just checking this now, 65, 70, that would work. It's a little bit further, I guess. So my best guess is about here. I can build the train station. Then we have 240, and then we should be able to make the turn. Okay. Before I build the station though, I might have to place down some other stuff. Oh my god, this is tedious with so many mods. Okay, there we go. This is pretty perfect. Like even height-wise, this is pretty good. I just don't get why it doesn't want to connect properly. Maybe if I delete that part. Okay. Maybe if I delete that part. There we go. Send tweet connection, yes. Path is like 9090. That's what will it look like. Huh. Like the only question I have is this enough space now to make the turn? I mean, the alternative would be to change the direction a little bit. Like have it go down and then switch a little bit and then continue on. Like what I'm surprised about is that the height is actually flawless. It's going to fit perfectly on top of it. Like not 100%, but close to it. So that makes me happy. The only thing that I'm just currently thinking about is how I'm going to connect this line. Where do I want to have it, you know? I can put it here, I can turn it around. That's basically the question that I'm having right now. Ooh. How would I like to have this connected? I think it's basically a little bit before we go in here. You want to have the connection. So you have like what, 1, 2. This is like the outer dam. And then you have the connection like down there. You need to turn it around. So it would be around here. Okay, let's go planning for that. Because if we want to have the station around here, I need to make sure that I keep the speed at 100. Well, I failed at that one. Actually, it was fine. This doesn't have to be perfect, this is just a sketch. Okay, this is even. Now we have to pave the pavement, not make A fake station. Oh my god, it's Vidoc actually. Came to troll. Oh, bloody hell. Vidoc always finds a place where he has not banned, which is quite ability. Nope, second connection. Free. That would be pretty close to perfection. I mean, I think it's if you build it, then you have to be very sure of yourself. But I think I will use it like that. There we go. One. I mean, the funny thing is, really nothing has changed. People still do the same shit and you get bored of it. So, terrain alignment. Oh, fuck me. Why are you complaining? Seriously, why? Stop complaining. I don't get why it's complaining. Maybe that stops. Yeah. I don't know why that did anything, but somehow I did it. Okay, before I build this, I actually have to make... I mean, I could build it now. Not because I want to keep it as it is. But because I want to have the rough sketch idea. Because I need to build... Like, I could build a big park area in front of the station. I'm not sure about that one though. So I might have to redo it. Eh, no, but it's fine. 240, 90, 90, second speed connection is missing. There we go. I mean, maybe the second speed connection would have been something I might change, but at the same time, you can build some buildings back there. It's okay. Okay. No, man. I feel like literally getting choked by Darth Vader. It's so bad. Like the tiny difference between the marks is just... Blech. You basically have to find the one that perfectly fits. No. Bloody hell, this really seems to be a very special one. That's as good as it gets. Let's have that one. If you want to wait a what? These we already tried. We do have this one. That's too broad. This one. Too broad. No, this seems to be a special measure, which sucks. Maybe it's like the old Transportfever mods. Like there are a few stations that got ported. Someone scrolling. No, not really. Maybe it has like something to do with the normal one. I have to find basically a station that has the perfect amount of headspace, so I spaced this correctly with this one. But the game really doesn't want me to do that. Right. Can I find a spacer here? I mean, there would be a spacer like there. So after 5, basically, you have a spacer. That's not what I'm looking for, though. Okay, the only thing that really works is putting down another station. That's ridiculous. I mean, the sad part is I could do it. It's still the only other measure I have. That sucks big time. Like, seriously, that's a lot of work. Oh, fuck me. I'm going to have to get some. Sneeze my nose. And back. So, I just realized something when I was making the coffee bomb. That's one station I haven't tried. And before it's a perfect fit. That would be sweet. Wait. Nope. What a shame. Don't give up. Never surrender. 2, 3. Nope. nothing. What else do we have? This railway station. It's the same spacing as the other one. Yeah, okay, I give up. I have to use the big one, which sucks, because this is the only one that uses the specific difference between the tracks. I mean, if you have just one station be the special, then it kinda sucks. Because you literally have to use like everything for one station. Oh well. This can be deleted. Check, this can be deleted. This can't be deleted. There we go. Again, this will fit and it's going to be tight. This has to go. Bloody hell, dude, fuck off. There we go. We most likely have to remove some ground as well. I mean, oh come on, literally a millimeter. Oh. Ay. Need to delete that. No, I want to get 1 millimeter out of it. No, this doesn't want to fit anymore. Yeah, this is like a kind of fight against the wind now. Like you fix one thing and then you have to fix the other thing. Hope we're getting there. No, we only have the terrain warning. I mean, the question is the terrain warning only because of the middle part? I mean, I do think it is, but... yeah, never know. Nope. Oh, come on. This is looking so close. Okay. What is the terrain warning now about? Like at this point I'm really close to giving up. Yeah, I think I have to redo this a little bit. So let's put it out here with this part, and then we can extend, please, and we can extend that part, and finally properly space it, or not. Yeah, this station is really finicky, but at the same time it's one of the best looking stations and that currently is available as a mod. But like I said, the spacing is very important. If you don't do it properly, it's going to look weird. Why is it still bloody complaining? Oh, I fucking hate you. Seriously. Just can't get it to fucking shut the fuck up about bloody spacing. Nope, I didn't do it. Okay, this is just fucking terrible. Is there anything I missed? This is really bewildering. Nope. Okay, any ideas are very welcome. I have no idea why now it really doesn't want to do it anymore. Like set on its mind says nope. Now it does it. Fuck me, I have no clue. I mean, take what you can get, but still, that was silly. And now we finally have the spacing. Ah, noxious. I mean, like I said, if you build something and you really keep at it, then you can actually achieve something really nice, you know? But it's just a lot of tedious work. A lot of it. Not to get to this specific level. At the same time, it's just very, how to say, very satisfying once you did it. Because it's kind of like succeeding against all the odds, you know? You have to deal with wonky ass controls and so much more, but at the same time you still did it. Yeah, what was that? I feel like that quad isn't 100% even. Yeah, no. And it's kind of important that the quad is actually 100% even. Because tiny differences make the big differences. When you're on the level of the street and you want to build something straight, and you just can't because the ground was uneven. Whatever. Ah, fucking hell. Not again. Sometimes you just can't win. Where the second one? Nope. Deleting it. Does nothing. Putting the road section. Nothing. Deleting it here. Nothing. Putting it up here. Doing this part. Nothing. Seriously, something is wrong with the scripting here. Because this motherfucker should connect. Nothing. And then randomly it suddenly works. That's the really weird part about it. It just randomly once, then functions again. It's just an explanation for this. No, it isn't. I mean, so far there's no cigar. And I really do not know why. Okay. I don't get it. I never fucking will. Like seriously, what the flying fuck? Why it's not working again? I just can't get it to fucking work. I just can't. I mean, in the end it doesn't matter that much, because I actually think I have the spacing already fixed, because I actually used the... Oh, this is actually how I can actually get around it. Oh, blame me, good me. Yeah, this is going to help. A lot, actually. Oh, suddenly. It actually worked out, because I already built the previous station. This is when you forget something that you already did. Okay, what I'm looking for now... Put it on the street. Medium. Why does medium not want to work? There we go. Guess I have to manually upgrade it. It's not terrible. Yeah, I like how close you can get the street to the curb here. So I'm trying to think about the variant of the street I want to use. Might use the slim old station. Slim medium street, that one. Another question, should I do it on both sides? Put it like next to it? I think I will. I feel like it looks a little bit better than that. So we have to use the space a little bit differently. So and here. And yes. And we can even get the other street to connect. That's cool. Let's complain about the collision. What are you colliding against? Why do you not show me? I guess it's because you cannot build the mount. Which is an easily fixable problem. For one, we need to delete this and that. Delete this and that. Can I do it now? No. One final problem to solve. Okay, I think I will delete this part. Then down here. Found the papa. Otherwise, I just can't fucking win. Okay, alternative. Like, this is again the issue of the station. It's beautiful, but at the same time, the scripting is, like I said, not correct. It should connect, man. It really should. There we go, here it connects. Okay, this has to do with the problem that the lower track actually hits the other one, and then it doesn't want to connect. Okay, I see what's going on here. Like, that's a silly issue though, but like I said, it has to do with the scripting. Yeah, as soon as I click down, it disappears. That's a shame, because I really like the idea about having the vault go down there. Maybe we can fix that. I have an idea. It's kind of the kind of idea that really goes with the idea that you can run yourself around everything if you just try. That's the fun part about it. For everything you need to have a work around this game. It really makes your cognitive abilities to solve problems improve massively. You should struggle with stuff like that. That's the ultimate speedrunning training. Can't want to fly with a solution to whatever. It could be RNG or whatever. I mean, the only thing I need to start running speeding boss again is a mouse pad. A good one, which works well with the new mouse I got. Because the old one is beyond salvage, which is a shame because it was an amazing mouse pad. It was like the cheapest one and it was the best one. I always like that when that happens. You buy it over the cheapest fucking thing that exists and then it happens to be the best thing that actually exists. Okay. Something I wanted to check. Does it fit properly if I'm going much closer as I possibly can? Yes, it does. Okay. Let's do it. This is the final station we're going to place. So, hype. Final decision. Plop. There we go. Now let's see if the idea that I had actually works. Nope. Collision. That's a true shame. Oh well, I tried. It was a good idea. I'm not going to fault myself for that. Like sometimes ideas that you try out are, in hindsight, very retarded. Fuck me, I forgot the spacing about the other place. Completely forgot about it. I didn't even think. What now? Yes, another spacing here, which I missed. Only 3 tracks. There's going to be 4 tracks going inside that station. Jesus fucking Christ. So much for that idea. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but this is seriously fucking retarded. Like, seriously fucking retarded. This is like the oh shit moment. That was a legitimate oh shit moment. Like the moment, oh, you left the oven on or some shit like that, and you went into vacation, or you left your purse at home and you're going to vacation, stuff like that, you know. I'm not quite as bad, but it's a kind of retardation basically, where you do a task, a very mundane task, and then you just fail at it. I mean, that stuff is funny because it just makes no sense. Why is your brain sometimes really farting really badly? I mean, I knew I needed that spacer. In my head it was even there, but it just didn't occur to me to make it. I mean, the good part is that we already had the votes now laid out, so it's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. This issue is somewhat quickly fixed. Still though. Bloody hell. Okay. Wait, need the roads back. Something I didn't notice though, there was a little bit of space left. So we could use some wider roads, I guess. I mean, these are not as wide. These are way too wide. Copper Street, 4 motorways. Like, I like these copper streets a lot. Let's find one. Actually, let's do that, that's fine. We can try it out. If it doesn't work, we can change it back. I'm just looking for one which I like. I would allow no motor vehicles. 4 roadways, 50 metal stripes. Nee. I'm tempting to that one. Alternative is too sandy. That one is also not bad. Where was the other one? Decided myself. Not this one. No, I missed it. There we go. That's the one. Actually like that one the best. Question is, will it fit? It does not quite look like it. It does, yeah. That's again weird. Why the fuck would you fit like that? And then you don't fit over there. You son of a bitch. There we go. Before I build it, I actually need to make sure that I plan ahead where I want to have the tram line going. So the tram line will be going through there, will go over. Like, this is another question. There's going to be a road on the other side. Currently, I have a bridge here, planned. The problem with this bridge is I fucking despise the location because there are already two bridges which are going to be here. And that bridge just feels like it's for the connection of this, like, small village here, basically, which I'm still building on. The problem with that idea is that it's way too high, and there already are 3 bridges in the area, and like a 4th one, like, it also doesn't fit very well inside here, you know. Like, I'm way much on defense on this one. We're gonna have a way where I go down here and connect to the outside world, I guess. Also, there's a great new update, which I forgot to mention, which seriously eases a problem you had previously. Like, you see here, for example, if you were terraforming at the end of the world, you got these kind of really ugly artifacts. It was really shit. But now, you can do the following. And before I get the fail, because I'm showing something off while streaming it. Wait a second. Okay. Maybe it doesn't work if you can see the outside world. But yeah, basically make these connections to the outside world, which you can actually have traffic running through. I'm going to make a really smooth thing about all of that. So, where was I? So, one. Bloody hell, by me, why does it not work now? Is this because I already did something here? Yeah, this might be it. So I screwed myself over there. Or maybe I'm hallucinating, imagining things. No, it does work. Like, that didn't used to be possible, basically. Making filling up these parts really, really irritating. Maybe I am imagining something here. Maybe it was, it was with the, no. Why did it work then? That's really weird. Okay, I need to check something. How did I do it then? Where was it? It was back there. You see here how straight this is. And this was a mountain. Like it wasn't straight like that. And I was able to make it perfect, you know? And here it works. That is fucking shitty! Whenever I touch the fucking rounds, I cannot do it anymore, I guess. I did so over here, and that's why it doesn't allow me to do it anymore. Oh, that would be terrible. Please don't. Where can I quickly test this? Fury. Yeah, you see over here it works. Oh, boy me! Okay, the developers told me they updated it, made it now possible to do that, but it didn't used to be possible, as you saw back there. Oh man, this is hilarious. I controlled you. Yeah. Okay, what am I going to do now about this? I was so happy about that, so I'm finally able to properly do this. Oh, my dreams, they're crushed! They're crushed! Crushed on the ground. Squashed. No! I was so happy when I noticed that. Look at that shit. It doesn't work here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to piss about that on the official forums and cry and bitch a little bit more, and then I'm going to cry even more. That is unfortunate. What am I going to do about these areas then? I mean, first of all, I'm going to try to bitch about it on the official forums. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. Like, they're very helpful. They're amazing developers. They're without a doubt my most favorite developers there ever is. It's just such an amazing studio. That's beside the point though, but I wanted to show you off that you can finally terraform the edges of the map, and yeah. Guess I shouldn't have said that, because I'm eating my words here. I mean, it's kind of true, but apparently you cannot terraform something you have touched before the patch happened. Oh, life, why are you so cruel? Oh, this piece of shit doesn't want to work again. Why are you such a piece of shit? That is just hilarious, really. I mean, at this point, I'm really fucking amazed. I got trolled hard. Just because I built it before the patch was released, I got fucked over. Oh well. It serves me right. You wanna know why it serves me right? I don't even know why it serves me right. I guess because I had to show it on camera, literally. That's why it happened. It was destiny, you know. I played around with the corner of the map, tried to terraform them. just to have a patch on which fixed it, but not because I accidentally on the places I already fucked up. I mean, like I said, I will cry about it, and like I said, they are very nice at listening. Still though, like seriously, So, there we go. Das ist gut, ja. Man. Sometimes you feel like motherfucking fat fucks. But yeah, like I said, this is why it happened. Because I bragged about it, that it's now possible to do it. Which obviously meant it's not going to be possible for me. Especially in the areas it really annoyed me as well. Oh well. Gotta give the developers credit. They developed me good. But always I sit there and say, heads off, man. That is seriously bullshit. But I did it. It's motherfucking John Cena. Too little. Too much. Oh. 102. I want to make sure that I get 100 because I know that works really well with the assets. Come on, baby. 101. 99. Yeah, it seems to be like there's an issue. Delete. Yeah, that's typical. I mean, sometimes you can like go for some really weird stuff and still make it happen. But I don't think this will work over here. Oh well. Do you know the story of the man who never tried? Failed at everything. Yeah, 101 it is. It's not 100! This is unacceptable! I really dislike that one mod that actually makes the clacks look like that. I don't know if I should remove it, but because at the same time it gives you this amazing high-speed line, which looks like amazing. So I'm thinking of keeping it. But the bomb is the really obnoxious track color. I might actually write to the mod maker and say, please change it. Because seriously, there's no reason for this brown mushy one. It looks like shite. Das ist scheiße. That's actually a good idea. Need to make myself a note on that. On the to-do list. write it down. Otherwise I forget. So there we go. Now we can make love. That was a good song in GTA 4. If it's good. Mine, I'm not a really bad singer, but if I'm singing while being sick, then it's getting to absurdity level. Over a ridiculous amount. So uh-oh. Don't tell me I deleted the spacing. I hate myself. Maybe this is the time when you realize you should take sleep. Yup, I deleted it. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. The issue is I made a mistake in the beginning when I didn't make the track 100% weight. So yeah, here we go again. Like I feel like this is like my brain suffering under oxygen problems because I can't breathe properly. Otherwise I have an explanation how that even fucking happened. Because blimey, that's no excuse. Team speed is huge. No, well. Again, I deserved it. I shouldn't brag. Like ever. What about the penis size? Because otherwise the penis is going to fall off. Oh man. Oh no. Ah! There's like a concept that's called humble brag. It's pretty entertaining. It's like if you complain about something and then make it about yourself as well. It's a pretty high advanced art form of bragging. Let me think about an example. I guess we can do that after. Like for example, you show all the messages you get from all the girls, and then you say, "Oh man, can't get a guy go along with not getting messaged all the time on a dating website or something like that." That would be humble brag, because it would imply that you get so much fucking pussy, but you cannot go without getting all this message about a pussy. So you hide your brag in a legitimate complaint. Oh, it makes me laugh when I think about it. Because it is funny. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I need to stop shooting myself into the foot constantly. That would be great. So I'm pretty sure it's telling us about this bloody thing not connecting here against alt. The elusive terrain collision. Nobody knows what it is. The only thing we do know for sure is it's insanely annoying. Da, 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 da. I don't think it has anything to do with the outside parameters not being correct. It's just the game being bitchy, or the mod being bitchy. We don't know what to do about that though. Psych. And sometimes it just randomly fixes itself. It's super duper weird. Now it's complaining about both. Never give up, never surrender. I'm still having pretty high fever as well. Like the only thing that's really better now is that I'm no longer vomiting and that I'm no... and I can actually talk, yeah. I really don't get it. Why does this shit happen? Like the problem is, yeah, I really have to make it on time because it has to line up with the bridge. What to do? Like I see it, it's because of that bloody track. Ooh, wait a second, I think I know why. It's because I'm not using the shitty track. The one that looks like shit. Everybody. Da 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 da. Oh my fucking god! He motherfucking did it! He motherfucking did it! That crazy person! Yep. Did I mention how big my dick is? Oh my god, this is just fucking funny. Yeah, this is literally it. This is why it was fucking me over. Ah! Blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm just going to ask for this dude to change the texture. Because it's really the texture that's the problem. It comes in with much other problems. For example, if you do it like this, like... not exactly a good time to test it. But basically, if you do it like that... And then you have another drag time, which is normal. First of all, the normal one gets to brown if it actually touches the other one, which is irritating. If you then do the normal one to down here, then you get this really disgusting texture flickering. I mean, I will actually most likely try to message this dude and try to get him to change it. You know what? Let's do it here on the one. Actually, nah, let's do it later. This is boring stuff. When I build more. But this is definitely something I need to get changed. Because I like that mod. I really do like that mod. It's a great mod. I'm not saying it's a bad mod. I'm just saying that could be better. No, 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 I deleted it again. Just don't wait. Why do I not wait? Yeah, I need to go to bed. Well, mostly I'm having fun right now, so. Even though the low oxygen in my brain is causing my brain to freeze up and do stupid shit. At the same time, I can still claim that I'm having fun. You know, it's kind of you are really, really tired when you're like in the zombie state, but you're still partying. It's not exactly like that, but the psychology is pretty the same. It's kind of a little bit like being drunk, you know, being impaired in the mind. So I think I will make a pause though. Get something to eat. Because that's one of the things that's super important if you're sick, and which you really don't want to do because you're sick. It's eating. It's just something that you just lose. Hey, look now, I get actually 100. Life is pretty good sometimes. So there we go. Like, the only thing I'm thinking about is if I should keep the line on the viaduct here. And how am I going to connect that viaduct then? I could make like a roundhouse here in the middle maybe. Have a small maintenance yard. That could work. There's the connection then down there, and then yeah, I like that idea. I'm thinking about it. Like maybe I can change the track mode myself. Like just change the texture pretty much. That's what it is. Of the brown shitty one. Not that hard of a job. careful, I can't delete that one. Otherwise I would have to do it all over again, which would be fun. That would be only like, what, the 5th time? Yeah, about the 5th time. I can only imagine how badly you are impaired if you actually like twice while on the flu. See? I nearly fucking deleted it. That part is important. And again, I nearly deleted it. Again. Okay. Oh. So now we can finally connect the line. I mean, we can go like 70, I guess. That would be okay. We will need to put a station down here in order to measure these kind of lineups. The only thing that I'm thinking about is how I'm going to put the viaduct down. Like, do I want to have something here? Like, I'm trying to think about what I would want to have there, but I can't really think about anything. Huh. Oh, and I just realized I also have to vote down there. Oh, blimey, I actually didn't need that part. Like, I do need it, but I didn't need it there. Stop it. Yeah, it's going to complain, but at the same time, this is okay. With the correct track. We would have it up here, and we could have it. Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. Where am I going to connect that road to the other road? That's something I didn't think about. Huh. See, this is where I really would wish that that other road would be inside instead of the outside. So it would be here. That would be perfectly connected down there. Because we have the track curve over here as well, which is an issue. I mean, in the end, it's not that much of a problem. There's a mod you can use. Which is an amazing mod. Also, I'm going to save the game. Because that mod used to crash randomly. Maybe it still does, I don't know. But I'm not taking any chances. Well, that save was unnecessary, as it turned out. Yeah, they have to change the UI a little bit, because right now the scrolling is incredibly annoying. That's not a bad thread. Okay, I found it. Railway crossing, flyover, railway crossing built with bricks, railway crossing with concrete, railway crossing built in bricks. That's like what? One is straight, the other one is with a curvature. But yeah, you basically see what you get. The word is actually fine. You can type in M, L, S, M, large, XL, L, and it's pretty nice looking. And you can tell separated road lanes, you can tell, so it looks like it's going through there, you know. It's pretty nice. I mean, I'm not going to use it here, but you can. Just realized we actually need the other one, this one. Sloping factor 401, crossing angles 5. We don't even need slope, that's the great part about this. But I think this is the problem you run into, you cannot tell the game to not use a slope. Huh. Yeah, that's the problem about this. So the other thing that I can think about is building manually a bridge over there. Which is somewhat okay, but not really. I mean, the problem is it's not high and low enough. You see, this is the absolute bare minimum of height difference you need. How am I going to get the road over there? That I know, but then the question is how am I going to get it connected to the other road network? Because like I said, the issue is the viaduct line is going to go down there. I mean, the only thing I can think about is about using the road and going next to the viaduct, and then when the viaduct and the road ends, then you can have the road connect down there and then do its schlick. We have it basically on a viaduct for a little bit longer. But the problem is, where can I end the viaduct, and why would I end the viaduct, and how am I going to end the viaduct? Okay, let me think. Think. You can do it. I might need a night's sleep over that one. Because like now I cannot think about anything really. I mean, the cool thing about this stuff is always that there is always a solution. One of the many reasons why I like this game. Because literally you can find a solution. We could build a road next to it. Then have the road just go down, let the other viaduct continue. The other way would be let the road go down and then let the viaduct go over it. Yeah, you know what? This is not such a bad idea. Basically, the idea is have the road go down and then through the viaduct. It's going to be like a 5 crossing angle of the game you request. Yeah, 5 is a little bit too much. 10 is also too much. 20. I mean, you see the idea. I mean, that's, I think, a way to change this. Yes, know it. So that would be basically be the way to get through there. Yeah, the problem is it's not pretty. I really need to think about something. Like the road that comes from here that is going to then have to intersect with that track which goes there. One alternative would be to make like a railway crossing on top of the viaduct. The reason why I'm not a fan of it is because it's just plainly unrealistic. I cannot think of one place where you have like what's it called, like the viaduct, you know, like the railway on a slope, you know, like up and all the other stuff down, and then you have a railway crossing on top of the viaduct, you know, that makes like no sense or little sense. What other choice? What other idea do I have? I mean, another idea would be to use the Autobahn. Use this basically as like a final access lane, which again, there's a great mod for it. I'm gonna already scroll past it. Yeah, there it is. We have the highway crossing to the city. That's the medium one. Huh. We could have like a city boulevard, I guess, in the middle of the city, you know. Does it look like that? I don't know. It's not high enough. Oh man, sometimes you really have no easy solution. I'm really pondering right now. Wayward down here. Wayward up there. Wayward through there. Wayward down here. Okay, I'm tempting more and more to building like we could build like two. We could start the bridge here early. So we have the connector down there. Right through here. The other idea would be the change of plans. Instead of going through there, we start the bridge here, which was the old plan. Boah, fuck me. So many choices, really. That's the crazy part about it. Alternative B. 2 bridges for the road. One for this one for that one. The advantage, you don't have to take that one. We could go down, go straight, and then over the bridge. The advantage of this is basically that the viaduct is going to have a better function. The problem is, this really nice thing that I built here, which I'm super duper proud of, is just going to be useless. Ah! It's so much fun being creative, but at the same time, it's so hard. 2 bridges. Ho ho. I mean, the reason why it would work is quite obvious, because there's enough space to go down and then go over. That would definitely function. Once we're on the other side, I'm fine with going down and then going through the drain side or whatever. And we can do whatever we want, you know. I mean, the advantage is also I don't have to give a rat's ass about this part here, which really is annoying me. I'm really crushing my head around how I'm going to get the bridge down there. I mean, if I'm putting the tunnel here or the other way, it really doesn't matter. The only thing that I feel like I really get around is that I have a really nice access road. We could have like really, really nice, I don't know, like intersection here basically, you know. Not wait all the way down there until like over here and then make like a really nice tunnel under it, connect these two roads together and then have them both flow to each way. Like I'm tending to this idea. For all the reason I already told you. I mean, this is just a very, very quick draft. I mean, it will go up here basically to clear to make sure that the ships can go through. And I think like we can actually leave a lot of it here. The substance here can actually stay, because this is still looking good, you know. It's not like this is like suddenly looking like shit just because the parameter shifted. Like it could stay, you know. It would be viable. It would be economically feasible. They have like 1 of 3 over there. The platform is also 1 of 3, so this is like even, so it's perfect in that area. So we would have 2 bridges. And I do think this is it. The only other thing that I can think about is making the bridge and keep it on that level. So I could have maybe a square one. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Then we can go straight. Alternative 1, 2, 3. Trying to think about where this road wants to go. Connect here. Okay, after a lot of thinking, I think I will make the other this one bridge I will keep even. As soon as it reaches down here, then it goes down. It goes through a tunnel here and then connects. At the same time it has a connector down there. It doesn't even need a connector. It kinda does. I mean, I'm still thinking about the road up here to that village. But honestly, this village only needs like 1 road, which is like this one, this access road I'm currently building on. And once that is done, then you can actually connect the other ones. I mean, it sounds good to me. So I have the access road maybe, I don't know. I guess it's a bubble, it's really, really cramped here. I also have to think about it, I might change this place here. This is a little bit too high and too steep. So we're going to do some terraforming. And then have the road from that village just do as we planned. And we could also have it magically drop, so have it go even, then go over the bump, and then just plop, let it go down onto the street level. Yeah, actually no, this is fine if we're doing it like that. The reason is so that we have a really nice idea why we're going to build something there. The next question is about this line, which should it connect? Okay, let me build this out. 1, 2, 3. That's even now. I don't think we actually really need that line down there, because it's going to conflict with the road. But just for now, let's leave it in. Hey, very fast try. Okay, another one. One, two. Connector. Let's delete that part. So we could get out of here with 66 kilometers. That's the devil number. Alternative is going all the way up here and then make the connector. And then have it like that, so we can start the turn for the road. This will basically be then a connector which turns around and then goes in there. Like, what am I going to do in the middle of that thing? Okay, we could have an access route down here, which is going to be like normal one. This one doesn't need a connection. Okay, like I'm having a plan in my brain now, like a really solid one, which actually is looking much better than what I previously had. So let's see, can we actually reach on time the point? Yes, we do. I think we can leave that as it is. Let's just move this out. What's the speed? 70. The problem again is here the spacing, I guess. But it's not that bad. Could go start immediately with the turn, but I think maybe we should quickly do the connector E1. Go. 76, 77. Can go a little bit more into the mountainside. I want that level. And the speed I think would be fine with 60. Okay, don't have to take the big station. Because we can just take one station. Then do it 2. Even it out. So this is again a spacer. So I know where I have to put the plane. The only thing I'm worried about is getting the connector here. Yeah, that's a huge issue. Because again, I don't think I can actually squeeze in the big one here. Which I might have to. Because the station has such a weird connector. I guess I could do it. Alternative is I make the third one go to the other side. Or just have it stop here, I'm not sure. Oh, and there's the other two, so I totally forgot about that line. Which also has to connect to this. And height-wise it's fine, this has reached the height of this line up there. So we're going to keep that one straight. Alternative is going from here to here. Or from there to there. I mean, if you look at it straight as much as we can, we would have to go over it like that. But I could also work, because we do have enough time. And the problem is it hasn't reached right now down. What's the height of this? 122. That will be right there. Basically the idea is about having 4 tracks basically over there. One is going to, like 2 is going to run wait a second. One, two. This one doesn't need to connect. The one from up there wants to connect to this one. We're gonna go up here, then through there, and then around this way. And that will be the connector to... Oh yeah, that will be the local train. I like that idea. Yeah, this is fine. But we have to connect it then to this place, and from there it has to connect to that place. Yeah, planning this all out is really taxing. My state of mind at least. So, 63 kilometers. Like, I really need to build a space station down there, which actually will fit. And honestly, I think I will delete this one. And this one I might use for, I don't know, maybe flight trains to go through. And have it connect right where I planned it to. A lot of interest for this. Oh, I could also have it go like straight until we reach the 100-kilometer mark and then turn in and make the connector. It's not a bad idea. This is complicated. Like, I feel like I should really start making maybe some drawings in order to get my ideas onto some paper. Because honestly, keeping all of this crap inside your head is too taxing. Because you don't want to mess it up and then be stuck again about thinking how you wanted to do it. Still wait. This is why you have the spacer station. Oh, do I hit? Well, actually hits perfectly. Backwards. A bit too late. So about here. Not quite. Not quite. It's basically the close but no cigar line again. Also need to think about connecting it up there. Like 61 was that, yes. Okay. Yeah, for some reason the station started to glitch really weirdly. I have no idea how to fix it really. Which is a shame because I like that station. There we go. That looks good. So this time it's a little bit faster than usual because we have a few more lines on it. There we go. Then we go further. So. $122 strike there. Come. Like the only issue is right now is that I don't think I can space this properly down there. Like I said, the problem is that the station is just really big. Actually, I might be able to. I'll put it right there, and I should be able to fit this in. Oh, I don't see a reason why I shouldn't be. So yeah, basically this two line is going to connect to that line and that line, and those two bridges are going to flow all the way down there, and then they're going to connect. Basically have it connect really nicely. I mean, I'm very happy with how this is going to look. There's just nothing really wrong with it. I'm just happy. One thing that I didn't notice though, which I'm not quite as happy about, is that I can't build a train station down there because the trains immediately have to start to go up. I really would like to have a train station here because I want to build like a small city here. So this is like 40 degrees. Quite a lot. Like that's the maximum amount of climbing that I really want for the trains. I don't want to have anymore. The problem is, how am I going to get the train station here? Hmm. Alternative B would be to make a siding. Have like one station branch, like one track branch off and make a station out of it. What a terrible idea. Or alternative C, have one slow one, like one for the train basically, that you actually want to use. I mean, the only issue about that is that there are going to be so many bridges here. I only want to have like one double bridge at most. I'm not sure about it. I mean, now that I think about it, I could lose a little bit more height by going around instead of making for the tunnel. Honestly, that might be the way I'm going to do it. Honestly, that is actually a good idea. I'm happy I thought about that. I'm very, very happy that I thought about that. Because yes, this is the solution. I need to lose a little bit more height basically in order to squeeze in one more station. By having the train go on the outside instead of to the mountain, I will be able to fix it in. Make my dream come reality. Haha. And the only question I have is for this one here, which I'm not so sure if it's really that important. Like, alternative wise would be to change it a little bit. Again, try to make it a little bit longer, right? Make it maybe like go through there. Because I shouldn't forget that I can terraform and I should terraform. It is one of the things that I really need to improve. Instead of always keeping with the terrain and desperately building something where there really is no space or no place and it's not fitting very well. I mean, I said it already, but in real life, you do the same bloody thing. And if this is too steep, for example, I can just terraform it and make it look better. No, let's just do a rough sketch. Yeah, this, for example, is the perfect example where terraforming would become really, really handy. Because this part can be made look much better. And I will make it look much better. Let's just make a way. Yeah, this is like what? 1 meter? It's not a lot. Okay, alternative. We need to lose somewhat more height. Honestly, I like that idea about losing more height because I'm not a fan about going all the way up and then going over the bridge. I mean, you know what? It's fine for this bridge. I feel like this bridge is okay because like when I look at my options, basically, like this is like what 122 meters now. I mean, it's okay. It's not that high actually. But I cannot make the track go any further basically in order to still gain some downforce, you know. I already tried my best. Some nice stuff, so there we go. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. There you go. Okay, I build it right in the middle of it, obviously. Oh well. We'll look at this later. So, let me think about this. I mean, I feel like the issue starts basically here, where I cannot keep up with the slope anymore. We do have the side track, which I built and I didn't use because it looked fucking hideous. But what we could try, again a way of sketch, is keep it on the slope here and let it slope all the way down, and then we connect. Or just use what I did here. Go over there, and then let's go all around, and then we can go down. I mean, this can be done better here. Let me do it better. If I should go for that variant. I mean, I don't even have to go this far. I can just go down here and then go around the mountain and then slope down here. We have a perfect stretch here. And this is a perfect place for the second part of this town. Liebenau. I mean, that looks like a good idea. Because this part here is perfect, basically. I mean, the other thing I can think about here is putting farmland. That's not too entertaining. I mean, it's at least what I see. Also, thirdly, I think I finally found a solution for this kind of pitch. We just don't build it. Simple as that. I am just not going to build it. Instead, I will most likely just connect the vault from here down there to this place. And have it follow the track. Like on the other part, maybe. I mean, that sounds like a good idea for me. Because I got rid of this problem about how to get from this road to that road, which you could only do then all the way back there. But now that I thought about it, that I'm not going to build this pitch, instead I'm going to build a road down here. I'm much more in love with the idea. And instead of going through here, I'm going to go straight over the bridge. And that just solves all the issues that I previously had. Like a lot of it, it's just gone. So you only need to have one bridge and one road, and that road can go on the bridge, it can go over there, it's all fine, you know. The only thing that's left to do is thinking about how I'm going to build a bridge. But I do think I will build it right straight there, and then have it curve out and then connect to that road, which is fine. So it's going to be the seaside. And instead, let's see. I mean, I think I'm pretty much done for the day though. I am bossed. Made some good progress, I feel though. Finally have a solid plan about how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do a quick sketch though. About how it's going to look basically. So we have this line go all the way down here, then connect. We have that line connect. Goes straight through. This line goes up, and then it goes also straight through, and then it goes up. Ja, likey. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching. I wish you a nice evening.